Hi, this is Chan. Okay, number 3. Yeah, Wing unofficial manual number 3. So routing. As you may notice, I have no script. I have nothing. I'm just talk with the actual wing on it. So there's something that I might miss, or something I might explain the wrong way. Then let me know and I'm gonna fix it. Okay. All right. The topic for today is routing. This routing section is kind of it's kind of tricky. If you're not familiar with the things in the regular recording studio or regular live rigs, like all the toys and all the outboard and patches, it is kind of tricky. So just follow me. I'm gonna show you like one by one with the simple English, so I can, that's the only thing that I can speak. Okay, so press routing. So you can have the 3 sections here: sources and channels and outputs, right? So 3 sections, we can control all the things. First, channels, right? So this is the signal that feed into the mixer side. Remember that I mentioned like 3 things, like a routing, so IOs and mixers and control surface. So there is a whole different independent section called the mixer, so which we can use all the plugins and all the mixes and sending the auxes. So the 48 inputs, right, and 24 aux and matrix outs and the 4 main outs. Okay, so this is the input section of the whole 48. So there's a two input selections. One is main and the other one is alternative alt, right? So you can assign those things by individual. So not like the X32, which is like a group by 8, right? But here it's like every single channel can be every single input of your total of this about 300 something channels, including the user signals too. So it's like something that proceed all processing, and it can be an input. Okay, so let's go back to main. Okay, so if you wanna have the mixer channel 1 from the local input, okay, press here local input, and you can select this. But look at this, it is locked here, so you have to unlock it and assign. And if you want to select multiple things in the ascending order, use this one, so auto. So this one first. Okay, I'm gonna click the channel first and go to like AS50A. I'm gonna press this one, and then it is automatically go to the next one. So press this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. Cool, right? Well, if you assign the names or icons and what other things on the source sections, which I will explain later, like something like here. So I put the some icons and names here. So looking like, first one is kick, and okay, kicks, colors, tags. There's a tag also. Okay, so kicks, and second one is snare, like these icons, right? Then later go back, and here source to channel section, turn it on and press 1, and if you press this one, see, icon changes, right? So the customization could be transferred if you click this, right? And also the namings too. So it's like, all of these things you can do it. It's like if you set 2 from AS50A and next 2 from AS50B, this, or same thing on the same inputs too, something like this. So these two channels can have same inputs, right? So the channel section will work on this way, or none for nothing. Okay, so there's one way, the main input, and the other one are alternative. So you can assign this to your card out or the USB out, right? Okay, so that's on the channels. The sources, the wing named sources for the old the outputs of your input sections, like AS50A, AS50B, and Dante's, and what are the things, right? Something like this can be all of your sources. Okay, local Linux in ASCB, or all the things, right? As I mentioned before. And also this section, you can actually customize some other things, like you can like make stereo channels. It's like if you press this one and 2, if you set that 1, 2 as a stereo channels, like a keyboard 1 and 2, something like that, press this one. So this 1 and 2 is linked. So not the channels, but this is the patch bay side. So the AS50A has like 48 inputs, but number 1 and 2 is paired. So when you assign the pairs to the something like this, so I'm gonna use main number 1 and assign on AS50A. These two are pairs, stereos. Okay, so I press this one and click this, so you can have the 1 and 2 here. See, A1, 2. So 1, 2 is going to on this channel as stereo channels, right? So that's the sources, right? Okay, so you can have like several things, like stereo and monos and the priority and phantoms, and there's also the gain. So you actually control the this side without the mixer side. So this is controlling the whole modules that you connected through the AS50 or local ins or USB audio or some of those things, right? Just click one and there'll be a thing here. So you can use this as 25. Yeah, go back routing. This thing, right? So number 9 has number 9 main, and alternative is USB 9. Let's check number 9, and you have the number 9, and this is alternative, right? So you can also check those things like main and alternative. Initialize can be initialize that whole the source, and also the same thing, mute priority, and all of those things. So double live play, so there is no gain, right? So Dante, same. So you can have a stereo mode or mid-side mode, MS, right? And also mono and priority and all icons and tags and all of those things. So you can actually assign all of those or naming and some other things. Okay, USB, same thing, right? And user signal here. Okay, so there is a 24 user signals that we can use. So if you press this one, press any, so press 1, and here's something called assign signals, right? So user signal 1 is separate the input sections, just like the AS50 or Dante or double live. So I'm gonna set this one as channel here 1 through 40, right? So source channel, this is the actual mixer channels. So I'm gonna select 17. Okay, close. So the signal from the channel 17, which went through the whole processing like gate and company EQ, will come to the user signal 1 here. So this is like whole new path, right? So then we can assign those things to this side too. So number 9 can be user signal number 1, unlock number 1, like that. So the actual signal that came out from the 17 comes to number 9 here. Okay, it's kind of tricky, but you'll get it. Okay, so that's a source sections. Okay, and here's the output. So there is like this much output that you can actually assign. So remember, this is not the mixer side. This is all of the output side. So this is not the not of your own wing mixer. It's just a patch. So I'm gonna set the patch of AS50A. So number 1, the patch to the AS50B or Dante 8. Just routing whole other things. You can multiple the routing to the same things too. So Dante card, Dante source 9, Dante input 9 could be output number 1 and 2 of the AS50A. It's like it's so flexible, right? So you can assign all of these things. So it's like double live rack here. So I'm gonna the double live card, right? So I can set this as like a AS50A. So something like this. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means the double live card will record directly from the AS50A inputs. So signal will not go through the whole mixer side and just patching there. So AS50A. So if you use the S32, then S32 channel 1 could be just directly recorded to the double live card there. How about the preamp? The preamp controller is a different side. So we will do the preamp controls on this section too. So channel A, I can use the gain, phantom power here. So longer, phantom power is on. See? Off, right? Polarity. Okay, so all of those things are here, but this is not on this mixer side. It is on the patch side. Remember that. It's kind of tricky, but you will get it. So basically, we can use this routing section for all of the patching, right? So remember that first thing that we cover, the channel is the only section that handle operate on the actual mixer here. Okay, so all the signal input to the main input number 1 we can assign to AS50 9 or 17 or all of those things to get into actual 48 inputs, right? Mono, stereo, or mid side if you do the MS microphone. Yeah. Way, right? Okay. I hope you understand this all. So this is kind of tricky, but you'll get it. You will just do the step by step as I mentioned. So routing is all of those funny and magical things here. And Yamaha was like really good at this thing. So back then, like about 10 years ago, Yamaha mixers are not just called the mixer, digital mixer, but it's called a mixing system because it does have the whole patching and whole outboard and other things. But finally, the Wing has like a really nice way to control of those patching and routing and nice thing, right? Okay, I hope you enjoyed this and yeah, ready for next one, right? And there will be no specific orders like just as a paper manuals because I don't have, you don't have, and no one does have. So I'm just my own way to just selecting topics and just go through. So it might be like episode like 40 or 50, but let's see. Okay, but subscribe, yeah, spread the word. Okay, thank you.